Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum and very good evening to Meduk Umazah and all my friends. So today, my name is Abdul Muiz bin Shamsul Arifin with my friends Muhammad Rushaidi bin Abdul Rahman and also Muhammad Ali Fidmi bin Khairul Hazimi. We are going to accomplish or fulfill the TSLB 3193 Multiliteracies coursework, which is the second task, which we needed to explain and create a multimodal text and explain about the four resources model, which we have learned in this course. So without further ado, let's jump into our presentation. So the multimodal text that we have decided to produce and create is a poster. So briefly, everyone has contributed their ideas and sharing the method on how to create and produce this poster. The content wise also has been shared, and the main or the brief about this poster is about nomophobia. We have choose this topic, which the fear of being without mobile phone beyond mobile contact. So brief, the effects of this nomophobia is it can harms our health and also through our thinking skills. The symptom also is a bit worrying because we can see it is obvious that we can get panic and anxiety if we can briefly find our phone, and also the physical symptom also you can get the trembling and shaking and tightness in our chest. So there's a bit roughly and briefly about this poster. About the color of this poster also, we have decided to use this color to attract the reader's attention. So that's all for a brief explanation about this poster that has been produced and created by all of us. So let's move on to the four resources model or FRM. So for the first rule, which is the code breaker, so the skills that being needed to fulfill this role is decoding skills. So the ability of decoding skills is first of all, the text is using visual as the core element. The visual helps the text carry the message of this poster. Thus, the color of the image also helps give the mood to the readers and to the poster itself. So basically, these three elements have been blended into this poster, and it is important to give a first impression to the readers, so the readers know the relationship between the visual and the writing language on the poster, and also the reader can interpret the graphic symbols and their context of use with the text, and the headings, titles and illustration are viewed to make prediction, which is means that the first impression of the reader for the visual or the image of the girl, the title, which is nomophobia, and the main point in the poster, giving such a glimpse of make the reader wondering, curious about what is a poster is all about. So then from that they're going to start to make prediction. So without further ado, I shall pass this presentation to my friend Muhammad Rashidi to continue this discussion. So go on, Rashidi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Muiz, for giving me this golden opportunity to talk about this, to talk in this presentation and share with all of you about four resource model that related to the poster. So for the first thing is I would, and which is the second point in our presentation, which is the role is text participant, where we can see in text participant, skill that implemented in text participant is meaning making. Refer to the poster, we can see the first thing that can be seen in the image is the blood bag with social media icon tagged on it and a girl. Nowadays, people cannot avoid technology and gadget, especially like smartphone, internet, and social media. It is undeniable that it really helps us to communicate each other. As we can see today, mobile phone give a lot of benefits for us. So because of that, it is a norm when seeing those icons today. But what seems to worry about is the addiction and over depending on social media that happens nowadays. The meaning maker knows the meaning patterns operating in the written text on the poster. Readers understand the purpose of the poster and apply the information and understanding in their daily lives. They allow their understanding of the poster to make an impact towards them. And the last point for this is consumers can read and retell the meaning of the poster based on their knowledge, understanding, and past experience. Now I'll continue with the next one, which is text user. For text user, skill that implemented in this role is practice of action. So this text can be consumed by common people or mass community. The text portrays how the reality of most of the people nowadays. The blood bag that attached to the girl shows how people nowadays depends on the social media. It's just like a matter of death as we cannot live without it. Readers can take this text as reminder and advice for them to control social media usage. And the last one is consumers can summarize the text and gather information to create notes that can be used to organize ideas or create ideas. I think that's all from me, but this presentation is not end yet. I would like to proceed. I would like to give hand to Muhammad Alif Hilmi to continue this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Muhammad Rashidi. So I will continue with the last points in the 4 resources model, which is the text analysis. So in order to master the text analysis, we should have a skill which is the practice of analysis. As we mastering these skills, which is the practice of analysis, we will gain the abilities to interpret the text or the illustration. For example, we can see that in the infographic above, the main idea that being discussed is about the reality of over depending on social media. The author used the black bag to imply the level of addiction towards the social media usage, and this issue being concerned today because it may affect our health and also affect our face-to-face interaction. Readers can interpret the infographic above into 2 ways. The first way is they interpret it as a reality of social media usage nowadays, and the second one is they interpret it as a reminder and as an advice to reduce and control the social media usage. Thus, the modes in the text that carry by the colors of the text, such as red, can influence the readers on how people can accept the text. In response to this text, consumers can do some research about the idea of the text, and they can document it to present to the specified audience. This activity can be used to generate questions for further inquiries about other texts. Consumers also can engage in exchange the ideas in responding the text, elaborating, and also justifying their response to the text. They can also share their multiple and different perspectives about the text that they read and they view on the poster. So that's all from us. I hope you enjoy our presentation and get more knowledge about the 4 resourceful models. So thank you.